moving right into the game. So this is going to be game 2 between Vequeth and ZukarakoX. ZukarakoX is going to be at the 7, 8 o'clock position with Vequeth at the 6 o'clock position. So back to back now. Last game we saw Vequeth go for a straight-up Stalker Blinking Army, whereas ZukarakoX went for a straight-up Zealot Charge Army. Tomika, do you think they're going to do anything differently this time, or what's going to happen here?
I feel like ZukarakoX is not going to be as aggressive in this matchup as just charging all of his units. Excuse the pun. But yeah, charging all of his Zealots up that ramp just absolutely cost him the game. Instead, we might see him play a lot more cautiously and really try to get the information that he needs to build his army composition to where it needs to be.
Yeah, you've got some interesting metagame dynamics now, because now each player, having played each other once, is going to try and make the decision, oh, what should I do differently this time? And I'd be surprised if we don't see both players end up on a like 3-gate robo kind of build. You know, both players are going to assume the other guy's going to, go for stalkers, and so we'll get sort of anti-stalker armies set up, but could be. We'll see. I'd be surprised to see anything other than that, though, honestly, other than maybe just a good old solid mix of units versus, say, a stalker robo army.
Right, and these two probes are actually going to meet in the middle and say hello to each other, maybe give each other a high five. High five! Yeah.
High five!
And now they know exactly where each other's are. At least, it doesn't look like ZukarakoX has canceled his waypoint.
Yeah, I guess it probably appeared like he was coming from there. I don't know. We'll see. But now they definitely all know where the other one is, either through elimination or through observation. And pretty much standard opening here. Single gate. Should be seeing a Cybercore pretty soon, although he is definitely getting a first Zealot out there. He wants to get his early defenses up. Same thing possibly with ZukarakoX? Hard to tell.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty mirrored build right now. ZukarakoX opting to get his gas a little earlier and not pumping out that first Zealot, actually.
Yeah, it's always, it's always a little dangerous to do that. Just skip that initial Zealot, so we'll have to see. And is that a single Zealot coming over? Yes, it is. So
yeah,
we'll see how much pressure you can put on.
Vequeth's gateway, his only gateway, is actually waypointed to ZukarakoX's base, and he's building Zealot, so maybe he's doing a little bit of aggressive scouting right now.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of correctly identified that there are no defending units here, and he's going to kind of capitalize on it. Here comes the first Zealot, but already it's going to be 2-1 with a probe. And it's possible he could just be going for a contain. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, making sure that... Actually, no, he's just pushing in right now.
Here he goes. And this is great. I'd love to see him actually microing that worker in with everything.
Probes as kind of a little robot shield.
And here comes everybody.
Ooh,
boy, he's really reacting to that.
For this.
And a third Zealot coming up the ramp right now, I believe. Or at least
ZukarakoX
right outside.
Getting a little bit touchy. Yeah, here comes the third Zealot.
Oh, he's just... This is a lot of economic damage, even without killing units, just from them constantly microing around and jumping back and forth. Those Zealots do a lot of damage to workers.
You never want to be in this position where you're using your workers to fight off any small amount of units. Whoa, a little bit of mismicro there. ZukarakoX accidentally attacked his own Nexus with his probes.
Oh yeah, a tiny little bit of shield damage there. And looks like he's going to be finally retreating here. But yeah, ZukarakoX is kind of, he sustained a lot of damage, and Vequeth kind of knows what he's doing here. And now Vequeth is finally switching over to the Stalker army, getting that Warp Gate research underway and getting gateways 2 and 3 up. That was a good little gamble on his part, though. Like I said, I would be surprised if both players didn't assume the other player was simply going to get lots of stalkers. So to see him just open up with a single little 1-gate push like that and just kind of try and call his bluff, pretty effective.
Right, we now see ZukarakoX going for this kind of, this 2-gate robo. And he has a sentry out, so he'll easily be able to force field that ramp. So I think he feels pretty comfortable being able to pull up this robo really fast and not having enough units to defend it.
Looks like Vequeth is moving in here with the proxy pylon right up by that first El Mago watchtower.
Smooth move.
Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I want to see everybody shift to stalkers at this point, and I think his attack did the right thing, which he got. He was able to get ZukarakoX scared of zealots, and as you see, he has his own zealots, and he's got a sentry, and he's kind of skewed the army to an anti-zealot army. Whereas I suspect he's probably only going to be getting stalkers from here on out. And
Yeah,
there was
we're
a bunch of stalkers.
we're almost seeing the same thing as last time. ZukarakoX is kind of sitting at the top of his ramp with 5 zealots now, and Vequeth is, yeah, going for stalkers again.
Nice little positioning with this stalker, by the way. I kind of
Yeah, I
like
was
that he's
about to
guarding
say.
the ramp, but that stalker's just ready to shoot at anything that walks by. A little bit of free damage.
Right. Vequeth really needs for this to work because he's put a lot of resources into it.
And that was very smart of Vequeth. I don't know if you just caught that, but he intentionally walked by a little bit too far north just to keep himself from getting shot, and that paid off. A lot of stalker pressure here, and even the zealots just won their own little zealot on zealot fight there. Still warping in the resupply, and as soon as that shield goes down, there's going to be a ton of stalkers up in his base.
Yeah. Still trying to force fill this ramp and hold him off while his immortal's coming up, but I really don't think it's going to be enough. Whoa.
Too little,
kind
too
of a
late with that
really
immortal,
bad
and it looks
rally
like those
point there.
stalkers are going to win the game. Wow.
What is that immortal doing?
Running for his life. Yep, and that's going to be game. Definitely just a big, solid push there from from Vequeth on ZukarakoX. So that is going to be game 2.